What up, y'all? Good. Whatever time it is, afternoon or whatever. I'm just about to go for a walk, and we can talk while I'm going for a walk. And I think we only had like 2 or 3 months, 2 months of summer, because this is ridiculous, man. For real. I'm about to show y'all something real quick. Show y'all something real quick. Look at this grass. The leaves are falling down already. Some ain't even like, we didn't even have that long of a summer. Leaves falling and everything. But anyway, yeah, I'm walking. Today's Sunday. I'm just walking in my pajamas and stuff, as you can see. Bench Mac, red shoes. Red socks, blue socks. The pajamas that I got on. So, of course, I always got a shirt to say IBJJF with that lion. It's a heart. But anyways, I'm about to go for a walk. But anyway, yeah, it's like the summertime is just crazy. It seems like after this week coming up will be school starting for the kids. So, the little thing about that is that I have to talk to my wife's oldest daughter and let her know, eat it up. She just turned 18 and she's kind of abominable adult, and she just thinks she know it all or whatever. So I try to talk to her about some things, but she don't want to listen. So, I stay out of that. I don't say nothing else between her and then her oldest son. Them two, he's starting to get better, but, they good kids, but one that just turned 18, really smelling herself, sitting arguing and everything and all that, but, but I had to tell her this morning, like, start next week around about 9 o'clock. The door had to be locked because I'm going to be putting letters on there, like, saying I'm like knocking at the door at 9, because I don't want them dogs startling my son while they sleep. Then we got the younger baby and the dogs barking, so it get them jump. They get jumpy. And I don't want my kids be having jumpy and all that other scattered things and stuff like that, which probably, I don't know, some people different. But me personally, nah, I don't agree with that. So I mainly, I say something about it. Sometimes my wife get mad at me. Sometimes, hey, it is what it is. I prefer to get mad at me than, like, my youngest son and them won't get in trouble. And then by the end of the day, she'll think and be like, oh, you know what, you was right. I wasn't thinking, because we all get hot-headed sometimes. We all think we know it all sometimes. And, don't nobody know it all. I don't give a care if you grown or whatever. As long as you living, you still gonna learn. You're not gonna know it all. And if you do know it all, I don't want to be around you, because I just don't believe in that. So I try to talk, so I be quiet and don't pay attention. In fact, we'll shoot this way over, because I can see the lake over here. Not the lake, the river. But it's a car just riding past. But yeah, they kind of put it hard on my wife a little bit. But by me being there, I have to protect, make sure everything okay. My kids, my son, them having no PTS because of teenager arguments and stuff. Otherwise, my wife, she tried to take control, but now they didn't got to the point. Like, when I say culture, I don't mean, and the way when I say it, My culture been raised differently from their culture. I'm not talking about race or nothing, because I don't know how Minnesota culture, are a lot, but I know where I'm born from, my culture. We don't disrespect our parents. I don't give a care how old we get. We can be 40 years old, and your auntie, your auntie might say need help, or if you see her carrying, you just whatever you doing, we stop and stop doing what we doing, game or no matter what, and go, auntie, you need help, or grandma, you need help, mama, you need help. That's just in our culture. Or if our mother call us, we say yes ma'am. Father call, if our dad call, yes sir. Or it's yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. I mean, I'm old and I still do that. Sometimes I don't even cuss in front of my auntie. If I did cuss in front of her, it was a mistake. It slipped out because I mean, I use cussing words around. That's why they say practice make perfect. So if you sitting up there cussing a lot, it's gonna slip. And that's how she know that. That's how she knew when I was young, out in the streets of what I was doing, because like I said, practice make perfect, and I was slipping, and she knew. She ain't. I mean, my mom. She wasn't dumb either. I thought I was out slicking her and things. It took me to this age to figure out what she said. I ain't understanding when I was young, because I was like, she don't know. She don't know what I'm going through. She a woman. She this, she that. I'm about to sit down right here by the lake. It's a little bit calmer for my space. But yeah, my mom, it was respectful. That's the way how we was raised in Chicago. We very respectful. I'm a native of there, born and raised in Chicago. I live here in Minnesota, and the things that I see in Minnesota is nowhere near what I was when I was raised or whatever, because the stuff how they talk to their parents here, man, I don't know what to say. Well, one time I said something smart when I was a young teenager, smelling myself. And boy, before I knew it, I was hitting my mouth was like bleeding. I could tell you a story where I turned 16. I think I was 16 at the time, or 15. I can't remember, and I still don't remember. My mom said she was whooping me one time, and I grabbed her and lifted her up. That's what she said. I can't remember though, and that's when she said she knew this. Like, you know what? It's time for a male figure to be in to get around with you, because it's not happening. And yeah, she took me and my cousin, and then my cousin put the flute flops on me. I ain't mad at him though. You know what I'm saying? I love him right now today. He my favorite cousin. One of my favorite cousins. Matter of fact, one of my sons is named after him. But he helped me out in life. But it just is sometimes it hurt. It don't hurt. It just make you mad when you see other people, kids that disrespect their parents and they don't care, and they let a boy or somebody they barely met come in between, and everything, stuff like that. I'm not saying everybody in Minnesota probably like that, but I don't know if it's just the culture here, or I didn't seen somebody check their kids before where they like no. But then it's like when their kids start crying or what, they give them everything or whatever. I don't know. I feel like when a kid can't talk, if his diapers change, he's fed, he ain't got no temper or nothing, and you check everything else. So if he crying, I just figure he's just crying because he just want to cry to get your attention or something or whatever, or whatever. And I know my son, I try not for him to be crying like that, because as he get older, especially out in public, I don't want him to be spraying all on the ground. No, we ain't do that when we was young. Nah. We knew what was going to happen. But, doing all that, man, talking back to your parents and stuff, boy. And the other scary part about it is back at home in Chicago when we was young, when you got in trouble, and one that you was gonna not only get it from your mama, you know, then when the whole family come around, the aunties, the uncles, and you know, the great uncle, all them, and you hit them, you in the room, you trying to stay away from it because you already know you done got in trouble, you know. So you sitting up in there, you listening, and you hear your mama talking about, yeah, he did this and that. So now you got to worry about your uncles and aunties and them come with me. Now you getting in trouble by them getting a whooping or whatever. So it never stopped. You know, and I never looked at that as abuse. It was discipline. Because I'm not going to lie, yeah, I was a bad kid when I was young. And I mean bad, I mean I was doing things I wasn't supposed to. I was a young age doing adult stuff that wasn't supposed to be doing. But, you know, it's the way of life of survival. You know, they try to say, you know, a lot of us from Chicago or whatever and what we've been through got PTSD or whatever because of the stuff that what we see. To us, it was normal. Seeing people get shot, this, that. Keep your mouth quiet. Don't talk to the police because they bad. They doing crooked stuff, which I have seen it before, and just all type of stuff. So it's like somebody get shot, bam, we hear gunshots. Oh, that's a 40. Oh, that sound like a 9. You know, we making bets. And to other people, that's not normal. To us, the way how we live, that was normal. And, you know, as I come up here and sit and think, yeah, it's not normal. It's just we traumatized. And I know it's way deeper than us in our communities there. It come above. And they do things for a reason so that, you know, some people just won't come, you know, you just have to know what's going on. But I know I jumped off into another subject, but, you know, back to, like, being disrespectful for parents and stuff, it's just kind of, like, bogus. And, you know, my wife, you know, she feel down, and now there ain't too much I can do because she was married before me, so her first husband, them his kids, that's that bloodline that's coming through there, and I can't do nothing about it. You know, I can say whatever, but they still blah, you know, and she told me that's, you know, that's him, and what I see what they do is his attitude or whatever, because I met him before. And want some funny stuff. Like, I walked up to him, shook his hand, was like, hey, my name Richard. I'm the dude, you know what I'm saying, that be around your kids, just to be respectful. And this dude runs around and tell everybody I tried to punch him. Funny, ain't it? It's messed up when people make lies and they believe they lies and stuff. They see things that's not really true and believe it. It's a lot that I had to deal with that and stuff. So, you know, and I'm not feeling that. I'm who I am, how I was raised, and I'm not finna let nobody change me or which way I was. I'm proud of who my parents was. I'm proud for my auntie taking care of me. Yeah, my mom was gone. My mom and dad was going off into, you know, this out there. You know, I'm not gonna go too much details into it, but you know, everybody don't have that white picket fence. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't, you know, don't get it that way like that, you know. And when your parents, they gone off, and it's not them in their own mind, it's the drug that's taking over, but they still love you and they still do things for you, you know. So man, it's you know, I've been pushing hard, pushing it. I got my kids to look. This is just so beautiful out here. Just, I'm having a good conversation with y'all. We all out here enjoying sitting out here at the river, the little lake, what they want to call Minnesota, the land of 10,000 man lake or whatever. But this the Mississippi River, and that's Champlain over there, and I'm on Anoka side. So, you know, Man, yeah. We out here enjoying the air, getting that breathe. I ain't get that real good breathe yet. I want to go out somewhere in the country and get a good breathe and just yell just to see how I feel. Cause that's what everybody say. We just go out there and yell, just let it out. I want to see how I really feel. But knowing me, I'm not a country person. I'm a city dude. And I will be getting spooked. But ain't nothing wrong with trying something new in life. Because a lot of stuff I done tried and traveled that I never did for a minute. I never left out of my neighborhood in Chicago and stuff like that. I didn't go downtown. I stayed where I was comfortable at. But now that I'm older, I get to move around and travel a lot. And I start seeing things and mentally start to get me smarter. I like to be around, just get out the Midwest, period, because it's the same thing. I go to California, they totally different from the Midwest. On the West Coast, totally different from the Midwest. I went to New York for a computer, totally different from the Midwest. They might try to call us Chicago, like Chicago, a little mini New York, but I don't know about that, but yeah. Anyway, getting up off these bricks. Anyway, I'm about to make myself back to the house. Back to the house, I just had to walk and talk. Got done. This is my second walk for the day. Me and my son went for a walk. I took him earlier to try to wear him out. Then I cut on YouTube his Brazilian Portuguese baby boom, because I want my son to speak, at least try lingo or something different than what I did. At least 3 different type of language, because when he get old, it's gonna be competitive for him. It's gonna be competitive for him. So I want him to learn 3 different type of languages, which are English, Brazilian Portuguese, and Spanish. Spanish and Portuguese, all Latin or whatever, but I still want him to do that. And if he could, I wish he could learn speaking Chinese. Hey, that's the thing. I love my son, and I want him to be able to. There's the only reason it's getting dark, the sun is just going out, so. And I'm just dark. But anyway, I'm trying to get that light so y'all can see my face. That's Minnesota for you. We barely get the sun here too, so people have to take a lot of vitamin D up here, because they said this is not one state for it's high in seasonal depression, but they barely get any sun. Like I say, if you look at that, look at what I showed you earlier. School start not this week coming up, but next week. It's already dropped down today like 60 something, and shoot, I think we only had hit like 80 or 90, probably like a few times, a few times in the summer, but not as much as I thought it would be, cause that, I wish, dang, dark, no sun, no cap. We the best. I'm trying to see. Anyway, it's I'm so dark. I love it. Beautiful darkness. No sun. The sun. Let's see. There go a little bit. A little bit. A little. But you can barely see me. Anyway, but I'm almost home. Just went for a walk. I had to talk and get this out right now, cause it's probably just like there go the sun. There you go right there. But yeah, that's it. So no, I'm just gonna have to end this vlog on this talk right now for the day. So the sun about to go back out, and so I'm gonna end this. And really too much nothing to say. I have fun walking him. Oh yeah, I did have fun teaching last week. I think I got 2 more days, tomorrow and Tuesday, and then my instructor then will be back. So it's the best way, best place to train with them. I love training out there in Apple Valley, Minnesota. Rio Jiu-Jitsu. They got good instructors out there. Kids class, they real good with the kids. Jose and Giles. I call him Jose, some people call him Zay. And it's just Jerome. I call him Giles. Some people probably call him Jerome or something. And they're good teachers, good instructors. So if anybody was up in Apple Valley visiting anything, I will go to that school. Just type up Rio Jiu-Jitsu. It's GF Team. So it's in GFT. So, I'm about to end this vlog right here, and holla at y'all when I can. Peace. 312. What did I say? 773. And then don't forget Minnesota. 612 area code. 763 area code too. So none of the ones that I know. 651 St. Paul area. 612-763 Minneapolis Taurus area. 952 and all that, I can't remember what that's at, but it is. But I'm about to end this note by this, and holla.